Ways need
Welcome home,
patching up.
Sid.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Best of luck out there, Sid.
And how may I assist you today? How may I help you today? Study it well, Clive. Of course. Thus ends today's lesson.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for...
Well, all of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fanged. I expect that...
It's
one for this.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back.
I feel it, which means I'm coming on your next...
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movement? Since I've been away.
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero return.
I may.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visit the scent of
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, as did his men. Slaughter orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash. Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the... One can often be led astray by focus. One must instead see the bigger picture. The kingdom of Walud claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant. Of Odin, the Canvarian War of Independence in 849, the Battle of the Twin Realms in 865, the Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Walud? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. That day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme, A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists. Indeed he is. Which means, well, not. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Consider it the price.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I
suppose we are.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true.
Good.
Blackthorn.
What is it?
I wanted to tell... I'll try to live...
The nobleman who visited.
Clive.
No. To Shep.
Look, he's crying.
And with good reason, children. There shall be no... Finally.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot...
Hippocrates. I need to know what he is.
Alas. No. And not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is...
But I saw him.
I don't... Alas, it... What?
A bringer of...
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, but until I do...
Thank you. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
You barely sat down since you came home.
Just spreading the...
So, the professor's got a
No. She was...
Ah, but you... I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway, who's not least of all Sid. Well, when you do, she's been going at it hammer and tong down at that workshop of hers. Trying to do her...
Very well.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. Me and my dad designed it to get where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood. And more heat than all the hells, which is where... I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for, but the stack's a bit more involved. The thing is, it's so involved. I'll come and see my dad then.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old... Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vape, the helmet, and...
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I went up to give some greens to the top.
Black...
Out with it.
It's for me.
This my last chance. Go on, then.
She said you...
Krieger. Well, I don't know what the hell you... And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Still, if that's what it's...
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grades, that means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at a temperature, which is where you lot come in. I need material. Now, there's a special kind of... As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock.
Well, we'll get... One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sack.
and the other can go and get the rest from this...
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where. We can get this over with. You going after the stuff? Which one of these two...
Gav.
All right, then. So,
There's a rip.
Southern... I'll go and scout the place out.
All right.
While you're off,
You two, eh?
fleece me.
Looks like I found the river. There's Gav.
Yeah!
straight home now. Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we... Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get.
Then let's get bagging.
We shall.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we... Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like...
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. What? And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to hardly ever see around the hideaway nowadays. You can take a day.
Says the man who spends most of his time.
Only because you keep sending me.
I know I can count.
Likewise. Stop his shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And...
Oh, I plan after Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn. Good.
Yeah. Cheers for the Stardust.
We should go out on minute or beat sneaking.
I'll make a start on putting this. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting.
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting.
Give us a shot.
Back, are ya? So, will it be? No scratches, right? Should last you a good while. You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Anything else? Clive? What do you want? Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. And how am I meant to do that then?
He cracked the crystal too. You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's family's gone.
Is it business? Odd? You got out else? And be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. And be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. And be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? And be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. And be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer.
crack the crystal too? You're joking.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Mid hasn't been her usual self lately.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's start.
Excellent.
So, what's next?
The helm, for this.
Salvage from...
Just... What's the name?
What?
Oh. Here, in this...
You can submit. Well,
it's...
I see. But that...
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah!
You deserve a rest.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature.
Of course. I'll be right back. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Well done, Tom. Too slow. Kill! Not good. To me, boy. Over here!
things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble.
Indeed. Well, don't let us...
All right.
Mid might need some help tidying up now.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Extra. Which...
Well, I know.
Can you...
Right away. Hippocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine.
She has something in the room, as you can...
I see.
I wondered if you...
Perhaps.
What do you mean?
Consider the... And yet...
We have, but Bardolph... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon before the... So if we... It might even...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable. So, Clive, who will accompany you?
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing.
Garlic? Are you sure this is the... Looks like the ingredient.
Though these are...
What?
All right.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research. Now, where's Talia?
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
I won't
these.
have you spoiling another catch.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Oi, don't touch anything. And good riddance.
There's talk. How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
What can I interest you in today? Ah, yes. You're always welcome
That
here
should do
in
it.
Lostwing.
Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Yeah.